Once upon a time, nestled within the whispering embrace of the sea, lay an island veiled in mystery and darkness. Known to only a few as the Forgotten Isle, its name whispered in hushed tones among sailors who dared not venture near its shores. Legends spoke of an ancient curse that befell those who dared to tread upon its sands, a curse that bound the souls of the lost to its haunted shores. It was on a balmy summer's eve that a group of adventurous friends, seeking excitement and thrill, set sail for the Forgotten Isle. Their laughter danced upon the waves as they approached the island's jagged coastline, unaware of the peril that awaited them. As they stepped onto the shore, a chill wind whispered through the dense foliage, sending shivers down their spines. The air was heavy with the scent of decay, and a sense of foreboding hung thick in the humid night air. Ignoring their unease, they pressed on, eager to explore the island's secrets. They wandered deeper into the island's heart, their footsteps echoing through the tangled undergrowth. Shadows danced in the flickering light of their torches, and strange sounds echoed from the darkness beyond. With each passing moment, the air grew colder, and the sense of dread that gripped them tightened its icy grip. As they ventured further into the island's depths, they stumbled upon an ancient ruin shrouded in darkness. Its crumbling walls loomed like silent sentinels, guarding secrets long forgotten by time. With trepidation, they entered the dilapidated structure, their hearts pounding in their chests. Within the depths of the ruin, they discovered a chamber bathed in an eerie, pulsating light. Strange symbols adorned the walls, and a sense of malevolence permeated the air. Unnerved but curious, they pressed on, drawn inexorably toward the heart of the chamber. It was there, amidst the shifting shadows, that they uncovered an ancient artifact, its surface etched with runes of power. Ignoring the warnings whispered by their inner voices, they reached out to touch the artifact, unleashing a darkness that had long lain dormant. With a deafening roar, the walls of the chamber began to crumble, trapping them within its suffocating embrace. Desperate to escape, they fled into the labyrinthine passages of the ruin, pursued by the relentless advance of the encroaching darkness. But no matter how far they ran, the darkness pursued them, twisting and warping the very fabric of reality itself. Lost and alone in the heart of the ruin, they realized too late the folly of their actions. For on the Forgotten Isle, where shadows reign supreme and nightmares come to life, there is no escape from the darkness that lurks within. And as the last echoes of their screams faded into the night, the curse of the island claimed them as its own, condemning their souls to wander its haunted shores for all eternity. In the heart of the Appalachian Mountains, where the ancient trees stand sentinel and the mist curls like ghostly fingers, there lies a secluded cabin known only to a select few. It was to this remote retreat that a group of weary travelers sought respite from the hustle and bustle of everyday life, unaware of the horrors that awaited them. Nestled deep within the dense forest, the cabin seemed to beckon them with promises of serenity and tranquility. As they approached, the air grew thick with anticipation, and a sense of unease settled over the group like a shroud. Upon entering the cabin, they were greeted by the warmth of crackling fire and the inviting glow of flickering candles. But despite the cozy interior, a chill lingered in the air, and the shadows danced with an otherworldly intensity. As the night descended upon the forest, the travelers gathered around the hearth, their laughter mingling with the crackling of the fire. But their merriment was short-lived, for as the hour grew late, strange whispers began to echo through the cabin, their words twisted and incomprehensible. At first, they dismissed the whispers as nothing more than the wind playing tricks upon their ears. But as the night wore on, the whispers grew louder, their voices filled with malice and despair. Frayed nerves gave way to fear, and the once jovial atmosphere turned tense and fraught with uncertainty. Desperate for answers, they ventured outside into the enveloping mist, their lanterns casting feeble pools of light upon the forest floor. But with each step they took, the mist seemed to thicken, obscuring their vision and distorting their sense of direction. Lost and disoriented, they stumbled upon an ancient graveyard hidden amidst the trees, its weathered headstones standing as silent sentinels in the darkness. Dread settled over them like a suffocating blanket as they realized the truth of their situation. For within the mist-shrouded forest, where the boundary between the living and the dead grows thin, the spirits of the past walk among the living, their whispers carrying tales of sorrow and regret. As the night wore on, the travelers huddled together in the darkness, their lanterns flickering in the cold night air. But no matter how hard they tried to escape, the whispers followed them, their voices growing louder with each passing moment. In the end, they fled the cabin in terror, their screams echoing through the mist as they disappeared into the night. And as the first light of dawn broke through the trees, the cabin stood empty once more, its secrets buried beneath the swirling mists of time. In the sleepy coastal town of Crescent Cove, nestled between rugged cliffs and the restless sea, there stood an old mansion with a dark and storied past. Known to locals as the Whitaker House, it loomed atop a windswept hill, its weathered facade bearing witness to centuries of secrets and whispers. It was to this secluded mansion that a group of friends embarked on their much-anticipated summer vacation, drawn by tales of its haunting beauty and enigmatic history. Little did they know, their holiday would soon descend into a nightmare from which there would be no escape. As they arrived at the mansion, a sense of foreboding settled over them like a shroud. The air was heavy with the tang of salt and decay, and the once grand structure seemed to sag beneath the weight of its own secrets. Undeterred by the ominous atmosphere, they crossed the threshold into the mansion's dimly lit interior, their footsteps echoing through the empty halls. The air was thick with dust and silence, broken only by the distant cry of seabirds and the rhythmic crash of waves against the shore. As night fell, the mansion came alive with strange noises and inexplicable phenomena. Doors creaked open of their own accord, and ghostly apparitions danced in the flickering candlelight. Shadows lurked in every corner, and the air hummed with an otherworldly energy. Desperate for answers, they delved into the mansion's dark history, uncovering tales of betrayal, madness, and tragedy. They learned of the Whitaker family, whose fortune had been built upon the suffering of others, and whose spirits now wandered the halls in search of redemption. But the more they unearthed, the more the mansion seemed to resist their presence, its malevolent force growing stronger with each passing moment. They found themselves trapped within its confines, unable to escape the clutches of its haunting embrace. As tensions mounted and paranoia took hold, rifts formed among the group, and trust gave way to suspicion. Accusations flew like daggers in the dark, and friendships frayed under the weight of fear and uncertainty. In the end, they realized that the only way to break free from the mansion's grip was to confront the darkness that lurked within. Armed with nothing but their wits and courage, they embarked on a perilous journey into the heart of the mansion, determined to uncover the truth and put an end to the haunting once and for all. But as they delved deeper into the mansion's twisted corridors, they soon discovered that some secrets are better left buried, and that the price of redemption may be higher than they ever imagined. For in the cursed halls of the Whitaker House, where the line between the living and the dead blurs and reality itself is but a fragile illusion, the true horror of Crescent Cove awaits those who dare to seek it.